Welcome to part 2 of the second swing of this Factorio concept of trying to get a rocket into space without a spoon, with some expensive recipes and also a times 6 technology multiplier, so it's worse than Marathon. We're about the same place as we were roughly 2 hours into the first swing, which didn't work out. We've got a bunch of red and green science with the assembler upgrades. We've got, actually not fully using the labs, and I kind of wanted a couple more assemblers here. We've got the mall is pretty well stocked. Can we have, why do I have all these assembler ones? Yeah, it's time to go and do petrochem and blue science stuff. But we're gonna extend these labs a little first. Maybe one more? Because I think we had... We just unset all of them. Cool. I think we had 18, and now we have 22, which is still not all that many given... Okay, yeah. These mall issues. Not all that many given it's really only a sixth of what we're looking at because tech multipliers. Can we... Yeah, I think we're going to need more mall stuff, and then we're also going to need to make sure this mall goes further because we are immediately into the space of doing a pile of outposting. We also want... I put some pipes over here so we could have... yeah, I don't want to be making the pipes myself. Maybe we make some pipes ourselves. We've got to do power grid stuff immediately as well. How many of these did we have? We had 22 of the red, so I think we want to add, yeah, like another 4 of the green. Although this is not even the real concern. The real concern is whether or not we can keep things going at this pace when we get the blue and later the purple and the yellow. Can we keep all of those things going? Okay, so we don't actually need the mining drills at the moment. We do want to figure out where we can put engines, and so we've got this belt of... Yeah, where are we putting more... Are we putting more iron here? We're going to need more iron for the engines, but I think we tap in this thing like wherever. Let's put that the correct way. And pull this belt of stuff out, and then somewhere here, this is also a belt that has the gears on it. I don't want stone on this belt at all, do I? Not that way. That way, and then this stone kind of doesn't matter, because... In fact, we could just do that, and then put batteries and pipes on the same belt. Okay. Oh wait, we do actually need... We've got to figure out where that's going to go, because I wanted... should you guys have upgrades? Probably. Yeah, I wanted pipes immediately. This is not going to be a long-term pipe position. This is going to be... something like this, whatever. I just want to get an engines build running somewhere so that we can have a car. How is the grid? Okay, the grid we actually kind of need to do first. Never mind. I guess we're just doing it up here. We did mine some coal, so that's all going to go pretty well. I just want somewhere some engines, because we're coming up on... Okay. We have sabotaged that somewhat by extending all of the various other products to... Yeah, we're manufacturing more, we're putting more in the labs, but I think we should have... Yeah, we're still making pipes. Okay, we've got to make the rest of the pipes. Last time we did put these 2 belts of stuff somewhere. Yeah, we put that mining down and they didn't put it anywhere, and then also realized that belt is going to be a thing I'm going to need a lot of. So take all of that, keep making more. Yeah, we're kind of short of materials, never mind. Wait, so we did both the lab speeds. Okay, in that case, let's... Do we ever want... Maybe we want long distance power poles, whatever. Let's get towards the stuff that's going to let us... That I'm just also noticing that I don't have any underground pipes. So let's get maybe a couple of underground pipes and then more other pipes, because we want to be going into using Oh, here's... That little piece of coal there was where we were getting the mixed mining from. I thought we had mixed mining somewhere. Okay, so that's a fun trick, and that's going to be why we were getting the pollution in the... Yeah, why we were seeing iron pollution in the copper. I think we're kind of okay with that, or at least there wasn't much, and the other places it was going, because the steel and stone cooking had, yeah, a different coal supply. Yeah, need to kind of rescue this with some degree of haste. There's a power ball there that we don't need anymore. It can go away. It's fine. And then this belt is going to head generally in the direction of where we're trying to go and do power plant stuff. That was not the easiest way to do that. Neither was that. Never mind. What should be on this belt? We never powered this thing. And there should have been iron on that belt. Eventually, you know, maybe, whatever. Okay. We can... Oh yeah, here's where I wanted... We're going to move that slightly. There's where I wanted more engines, because engines are important. Oh, here's where I wanted more belt. We're going to grab all of that. Okay, we've got a lot of steam engines now. That's pretty nice. We're not going to need all of them. But we will need some of them, and then where are we going to put them? Like right here? Why not? Do we have... something like this, and we did make these, so we're going to use them a bit, and then, yeah, then we're just going to get... Oh, that's going to be in the way of where we just put the coal belt, isn't it? Never mind. It can also just get in there like so. And then maybe the rest of this fits, maybe... Yeah, maybe some of it doesn't. But it all does. I haven't counted how many boilers this is. We're just going to get it going and worry about all of that later. Like, this is also definitely not as many... Like, we've given this more... where should we have these? Somewhere. And we've also given this a lot more water than it really needs, but whatever. Most of all... We are no longer red in the power grid, which is pretty important. Because it means we've got the other stuff that we want to go do now as well. This was really not very many, was it? This was only one... Okay. Yeah. We're going to save those other... offshore pumps for doing other things with, because we are definitely going to need other offshore pumps in there as well. Can this one go further? No, because of the cliff. But also, I don't know if we're putting enough coal on this. So that's also a thing we can worry about later. By which I mean I'm probably not going to worry about it at all. We're just going to push this coal in here and then block ourselves, because that was a cool move, and then not really worry about it. So I think there was good... Did that actually connect? These are now connected. So there's more copper here, there's more iron down here. Oh, the radars were the thing that we built and then didn't put anywhere. So I guess we're going to go and do that as we go back to the main base for the car. I want this connected on this side. Let's get a couple of radars down here to scan a bunch of stuff. So I do remember that the bulk of the material that I wanted, like iron and copper, was that one's full. How many did we put on the side? 26, so we can have like another 10 here as well and fully utilize that belt of coal. What I think we're going to do is take this. Let's do this reorganization down here somewhere. We're going to use both these belts of coal, and we're going to lane balance it like so. And now we've got a space here that we can realize we need a whole lot more underground pipes if this plan is going to work. Okay, so now we've got another place that will also be able to have, yeah, more pipe. We're going to need yet more underground pipe. Cool. That's not true because we didn't actually bring all of the boilers with us. That's still completely acceptable. Maybe we blueprint some of this later and use it for bots. Maybe we just put other things in other places as well. Yeah, we do need more coal, and I don't think there was all that much coal to the north. I think it was mostly just... In fact, do we need... There's some copper here. Are we bringing this copper back over now? I think we might. Are we going around the top of that iron mining? Because this area is a bit congested, and down here is... Yeah, so I think in the interests of multitasking, because we're over here, and because the thing we need is copper, we're just going to mine some more of this now as well. It's going to be fine. Because we do need the oil processing, but then the next thing we want to do with the oil processing is like immediately kick off a whole lot of red chips, so we're going to need materials for that as well. So that's kind of also what we're doing right now. And we probably can get... I have the splitters for this. I think we can probably get 3 belts out of copper, 3 belts out of that at least. But I don't know what the... Yeah, if we do this, then this is a belt, this is a belt, that's a belt, and we can just plug in other lanes later when we get more. Because I don't think I think we can go through here and maybe top up with some of that other copper. Power is, yeah, power's fine. Science is progressing. Do I have enough trees? Yes. Shame, because we're going to pick up these because they're kind of in the way. But then not do anything else with them. Did I just see that the steel was suffering from lack of coal? Maybe. Maybe we're running down some of those fuel buffers. That's interesting. Okay. Where can we get 3 lanes of stuff through here? Actually, which one is the... Oh, we didn't leave a radar. Let's have a radar over here. Okay, so tech is progressing nicely. We're going to want landfill at some point. Let's get the things that lead into... Okay, we're going to presume that we're going to get modules earlier than that. This one here is the lowest priority. So I'm tempted to run this one just through this patch like so. So that if we get any more copper, that's where the extra copper will go if we ever need any more of it. These are going to be in the way, aren't they? Maybe this one also gets more copper. Whatever. I think as long as these are 3 belts of stuff, can we get all 3 belts of stuff through here? Yes, it's actually fine. Whatever. Okay, 3rd belt. I have a whole lot of furnaces. We're just going to leave this box on... do I actually... Okay, we want to get 3 belts of copper down here. That's interesting. Maybe this belt has to go this way. And then these things... yeah, whatever. And maybe we just mine... Can you have all the things that I just picked up, please? Cool. Maybe we just mine this in a different direction. Although we do only need these half size now, don't we? Because we do have... Yeah, we do have the steel furnaces. So that there could actually be a decent plan. And then we can put iron somewhere else. Do I want to be building these immediately? I don't know. I kind of want to get everything else assembled. I would like to figure out like where the rest of the copper and the oil is coming from. But it does look like we are leaning towards implementing a whole lot of stuff right here. And this is also just to tidy out my inventory, because we've got a lot of stuff floating around, because we picked up a lot of belts from other places. Things that are fine. These furnaces. How are we having... This is all going to get built before bots, isn't it? This is all stuff we're going to use for red chips pretty much immediately as soon as we get... As soon as we get everything else online. How do we get... Is it just going to be this fuel line? So I think these are also going to be the only inserters we bother putting in at the moment. But like fuel buffers are nice. Oh, do we not have... Oh, the copy paste didn't have... Sure. That one. Okay, then I would have had to drag it from the correct direction. Never mind. Okay, so all of that is buffering. It's not built. This guy is in the wrong place. Do I want to go and figure out oil before this? Kind of. And we've also only got 29 inserters, so we're going to leave that there. I grab some steel, accidentally grab some copper, it's fine. Grab some iron, grab more of these parts. Mostly we want the engines, so we can have 3 cars, sure. Pipes, let's get some pumps this time as well. We don't need... Why do we have so much coal in our inventory? I don't remember picking up all that coal. Okay, you get out of my inventory, you guys get out of my inventory. Here's the... Oh, no, that's when we picked up the coal. It was when we were addressing the iron pollution problem, which I think there's a small enough amount about that we're just not going to worry about it yet. I needed to keep some amount of coal after all of that because we wanted... Really? We don't have... Okay, you guys go faster. We're going to need all those things. Did we have... Yeah, you know what? You guys just go faster as well. Give me all of these. Have the rest of this stuff. We've got things to make. Do we need more belt production? I think we're okay for belt production. Everyone is running more or less. The labs are going. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. Let's try and find... Oh, yeah. Let's... remember that the other thing we wanted to do was put radars around the place so we could see things and copy and paste stuff. 71 is, yeah, not enough. Did I want all of that? I didn't. Oh yeah, you know what we also should have? We should have automation of, yeah, we should be making pump jacks. We're gonna have, I don't know how many stacks of these things, like we need quite a few of them. We're gonna do that, it's gonna be fine. Oh, we gave away all our pipes, we kind of want to keep our pipes. And then, what was the other thing that I said? I wanted pump jacks, which is gonna require having steel and green chips, both of which, yeah, I just gave away. Okay, 11 pump jacks, is that a decent number? Where, are we putting gears in a box? I don't know if we're putting gears in a box. Can we do this thing again? Yes, I think this is going to work fine. We do want somewhere that's putting gears in a box, and it so happens that... okay, we're going to go underground there. That's going to work because this little overflow is going to go like that. So these two will be able to contribute. I think that means we want to prioritize this into what will be the blue science, and then I want a bunch of this stuff so that I can keep making pump jacks, and then we need steel. And then we made some engines, didn't we? That was a thing that happened. And then I also need more pipes. Cool, okay. So, oil was south, but I don't remember where. And then coal was, there was a big one over here. There wasn't really any coal north. I think we just got to go, remember that we actually will want more mining drills for the coal. Then I've got some other stuff in my inventory that I don't really want. And let's attempt to find some oil. He said, with no real plans for knowing where we're going to process this oil. Okay, here's coal. Having complained about not knowing where coal was, we're also going to just drop a couple of radars here so we can try and figure out where things are. We don't see any oil on the map yet, do we? Reasons why I wanted a car pretty quickly. If there's iron down here and we are building it ourselves, then do we just also put the oil processing down here? Is that oil? That is oil. So we've got some oil, we've got some iron, we've actually got everything we need to build red chips like here. Which, if we're doing it ourselves, is a kind of compelling concept. I don't have the inserters to be doing more smelting here yet, though. And maybe we should also figure out 11, but I'm building more, so that's fine. Where our oil processing is going to happen. I also don't think that I have enough pipes to make this work. But the thing I was just checking there is, do we have assemblers and iron in our inventory? And we do, so this is a pipe problem that we can just solve while we get the rest of these in play. Are we going to do mostly basic oil processing again? I think I would like that because it does make a bunch of things a bit easier. Should we be doing this with hotbars more? Quite possibly. Let's just not do it that badly. Okay. How are we connecting all of these things up? And then these three networks are also not currently connected. So now they are. And now the question is, oh yeah, let's also leave radars like here, and then can we have more pumps? No. We gave away the steel. Where are we? Are we going to process everything over here? I think we are, because we've got more oil over there, and this is not too far away from a mall thing. So I think here is where we're going to process all this stuff. Which means that, yeah, give me these back. We are kind of on our way. Do we want to... I don't really want to buffer at all there. Like, we're going to want to just have more stuff than that. If we are short of crude oil, we will be unhappy. We did connect all of these, didn't we? Yeah, in a long, annoying, circuitous way, whatever. What is that patch richness? 16,000? Okay, sure. So... let's find somewhere we can put a whole lot of refineries, he said. Having decided that... oh, we also don't have refineries here. Cool. We put refineries in the mall. At some point we're going to need more of these inserters. So I think we're talking about getting rid of all these trees. We did get landfill. I am tempted to just go and drop down some patch landfill on the stone over here, because we did also see a pile of water. Not a pile of water, but just like annoying little bits of water in between where here. Yeah, in just some annoying little bits of water where we're looking at putting the petrochem. So that is going to get us a decent amount of landfill. Eventually, we're not going to worry about it. We wanted to come back here to get everything we need to be able to build all this stuff, which means some amount of splitters, actually a whole lot of red inserters, a whole lot of these inserters as well. Being short on iron, not entirely a surprise. You didn't get any pipes. Oh yeah, of course not, because we didn't. This automation usually goes with the pipes line over here. So for lack of doing that, I guess we have a line like so. Why not? Okay, so that also means that we don't have the chem plants we want immediately for this. So we're going to scoop up a bunch of this stuff. It's probably steel we're waiting on. We are waiting on steel. We do have a lot of steel. Oh, we were going to buffer steel. Yeah, so another 5 refineries. We're going to need more belt. We're also going to need more iron. Let's do a thing where we go here and here. Is that going to... We want this to come up, and then... we want this extra line of iron to be everything that everyone needs. And then why are you guys not actually... who knows? Okay, I said I was going to go and put a little steel buffer in while we're waiting for all of these oil refineries to happen. This copper is important, but we will get around to it later. We're actually not buffering steel yet, it's just building up on the belt, which is fine. So I think we just do a cheap, nasty buffer of this kind. And yeah, we have now buffered steel. That's just going to build up in case we are ever short of steel, but we're not, because these guys are going to fill a box with furnaces. And we are going to need that many furnaces, probably. I think we're going to limit that box later, but not yet. And then, yeah, we just need more pipes. You guys probably have stuff for me as well at this point, right? Yeah, sure, cool. We've got the things we need, don't we? This is everything we need to go and build a pile of petrochem. Do we have enough pipes? We probably have enough pipes. This is the water that we're probably going to get rid of with a landfill. And then maybe I should also have grenades. Yeah, let's get grenades into the thing as well, because these trees I would like to be gone. Maybe we're just putting... maybe we're just putting the petrochem processing like right here. If we are, we should take trees with us. Take trees, take power with us. Yeah, like this looks like a decent spot to be dropping a bunch of these, doesn't it? 6, 7. I think we are just going to have basic processing for all of this. And then there's a gap in the middle so that we can run power down the middle as well. Like so. We talked about bringing power and then didn't actually bring all of the power. I think also this isn't for buffer, this is just to keep track of that's just to keep track of whether or not we are short of crude or anything else. Okay, actually not battery. We want to get into the prod mods and then probably blue science and then probably mining productivity. But we also need to get... Yeah, we do... Okay, we actually put the power poles on the other side. Changing our minds about things is great. Something like... Not necessarily like that. This was... not done particularly well at all, but never mind. Okay. And then similarly, this is... we're going to have pumps here as well. Not really for enforcing throughput, but just to see which of the fluids we either have enough of or need more of. And we dropped all 14 there, yeah. And they were running, so that's fine. Okay, I should be doing things in cars. I left a car behind somewhere, because I'm only seeing 2 in my inventory, and I'm pretty sure I built 3, and I can't find it on the map. Cool, cool, great. Things that are good. Okay, coal is here, which we could also use for a power plant. Like, we want it for the coal. Are we going to get immediately enough? I mean, I think we're going to need all of this later as well, aren't we? I'm talking myself into just straight up putting 2 belts worth of coal here immediately. Is that long? Is that more than 15? 17. Because we're going to want more power grids somewhere eventually, we're going to pretty much immediately want 2 belts of plastic, which is a whole belt of coal. So, how many miners have we dropped so far? 61? That is the 2 belts of coal that we wanted. Maybe we should actually give it power. And we are definitely going to be able to get more coal out of here later, which is great because we're going to need so much of that for LBS. And we're going to do a kind of a thing. I only wanted 2 belts at the moment, didn't I? Actually, the 2 belts we want are going to be the lane balanced one and 1 other belt of coal. That is how the coal will not get blocked by anything else. Okay. Yeah, sure. Now, we've already got a place that we are thinking about putting... Yeah, we've already got a place that we are thinking about putting copper. 8 here should be enough for a full belt of plastic. So, that happens to be in not the correct place. Cool. Things are fine. We wanted 2 belts there anyway, didn't we? So we can just do that, and then... And then we're going to do this long-handed trick on this side, which I quite like. Then we have to just worry about how to get the rest of the green chips that we want. That's not in the right place. I mean, some of it is, but this one wants to start here. Okay, so we've got still half a belt of coal here. I think what we do is we just think about, like, if this is here, and then these guys also flip over and go there, and I did say we wanted this immediately. But we don't have the chem plants for it, so that's traditional. Are all these guys in the way? Do I have... I don't have any iron on me to make grenades, do I? we do not. Never mind. Things we can worry about later, maybe. Okay, second belt of plastic. Kind of. I mean, other than for also not having enough chem plants, but never mind. Okay. Belt of plastic. Copper is here. Iron is here. Do we just do a red chips thing right here? Maybe we do. I think this is a large enough part of the base that this could all be just one network, and then maybe other... Whatever. I think we can go for it. We need more belt. Okay. Where is... I'm pretty sure I made 3 cars. And then I'm pretty sure I also looked for the other car on the map and already couldn't find it. So maybe it's on the ground somewhere. Or maybe it's in a chest somewhere, whatever. Moving on. We are going to put... Yeah. The first thing we need is more belt. And then more inserters, maybe. And then also chem plants. So let's grab the chem plants. Get a bunch of... Make that guy just continue to produce stuff. Belts was the thing we wanted, of which we don't have a whole lot. Okay. And then also power poles is the thing I wanted to check on, and it turns out we are kind of short. Are we not mining enough iron? We just straight up aren't mining enough iron. So that is a thing we should probably adjust sooner rather than later, because the main base needs its stuff. Why are we not getting iron out? It's just... oh, we're actually bottlenecked on the amount of coal that we're pulling out of the mixed mining. That is a good thing to have noticed. Somewhere else, yeah, I've got another car. We're just gonna, yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, I wanted to pick up enough copper to make poles, and then over here... that should free up. And then, is there any mixed... There's nothing mixed coming from this branch. Which means... Yeah, whatever. We're probably pulling enough of it out in the power grid here that it's fine. Okay. Hey, look at... Oh, this is a place where we could also automate grenades. So maybe we do that. Purely for the purposes of being able to get rid of trees. As such, we're only going to need like 1 stack. And then I did want to make sure that we got more iron, so let's just do that now. Let's start from the side. Because the patch, the sparse bit with nothing in it, we kind of care somewhat less about. Yeah, one could go there. How many did we just put here? 31. That's a whole belt of stuff. We like that. On this side, that's going to be half a lane. Actually, it will work better the other way around. Input priority from the mixed side. So we should now have a whole lot more iron coming in, which is fine. And then I've got furnaces, I've got inserters, I've got power poles, I've got splitters. I don't have enough belt. Did we have belt in the other little mall over here? We did have some amount of belt, which we're just going to take. And then, yeah, I wanted to check. This line of coal is just the overflow, which we are now using. It's not actually the fuel supply. So all of that is fine. So we are making plastic. We are not making red chips. And we are nearly an hour away from wanting bots. I'm basically not happy about how quickly that happened, but never mind. And then, yeah, we just want to get a whole lot more copper mining out of this thing. We have enough for 3 lanes. We are going to want 3 lanes. We also have the other copper mining we put in the main base. Not that one. Like, all of which we will use. If we drop another 6, like, we probably will be putting 6 lines of copper directly into the red chips. That's, I mean, a volume of stuff that seems quite reasonable. I think I think it's a roughly a 2-to-1 ratio for copper consumed by green chips versus copper that gets used as cable in the red chips. And so we missed a connection somewhere. It's fine. We're going to put one back in there. So basically, I was carrying 90 miners with me and dropping all of these on this copper for 3 more belts is something that we are happy about. 70. Keep going. Actually, we can use this side, and then we can maybe have bots do stuff on the other side later. Yeah, so if we want to be able to use 2 belts of plastic in red chips, which we have kind of set up, although I don't think we have... how are we going to do this? Gross. Oh yeah, this one can go... This one can move. Whatever. Yeah, we only need to start here, didn't we? Okay, I guess with prod mods done, we go into mining productivity, because we are not in a place where we're actually building blue science yet, which feels pretty bad. Is this... Yeah, that's 3 belts worth of stuff. That's fine. So, where are we gonna... I guess we just smelted over here. So, reasons why we have radars include to be able to grab all of this and just drop it, like, here, I guess? Sure, why not? I like the way that we started this sort of second swing at this concept by saying we wanted to, like, not build malls that were further away that bots would have difficulty getting to. And then we have built this kind of a long way away. Oh well. Maybe we should have been working a little better on building this back to the base first, but also, this isn't stuff that bots are building. I'm having to build this all myself anyway. Let's use the fast inserters here. Fast inserters are the correct thing to do. So they've got power, good. Where is a coal feed? That belt of coal is going to have nothing on it. So I'm tempted to go... Actually, here. So we're only going to take half a belt of coal from that feed. And we're planning on not using more than the belt of coal that we wanted. Did we get sulfur and batteries? We got sulfur, we didn't get batteries, because that's also a thing we could build here with this water. These ones don't exist. Are we going to run out of belt? We are going to run out of belt. Cool. Okay. Oh yeah, I was going to do iron first, and then do another little mall on the extra iron that we picked up. And then we did not do that. So I guess we are... I mean, we're going to iron next anyway, aren't we? We're going to get these 3 belts of copper down, and then we're going to want Having talked that through 2 lanes of iron, one for extra mall stuff because we're going to want more mall stuff to be able to expand at the rate we want to, particularly belt. Maybe also mining drills, but especially belt if we are outposting stuff from further away. And then another belt of iron just for green chips. In fact, 2 belts of iron for green chips with the amount of plastic we've got. But also, yeah, that needs refineries, that needs more copper. I think we're going to worry about getting the first... the first blue science online from half as many red chips as we want, which is more or less what happened last time as well. Okay, that was mostly just exiting stuff from my inventory. I've kind of got the iron for the rest of this. Never mind, we're going to go back and pick up. Yeah, we've got copper over here, iron over there. We've got a lab speed deficiency because mining productivity, that's not a huge surprise. We want this belt, which is also still not enough belt. I don't want this in my inventory. All of this iron looks happy now, which is good. We've got extra belt over here. We do not, because the thing we said about there not actually being surplus iron from that little bit of mall. Other reasons why we wanted another little bit of mall. Dodge that cliff, which we remembered was there later. And then, yeah. Where is smelting fuel for this? Okay, so I guess we're just also using this coal to smelt this iron. Okay, that's a piece of belt delay we should work on before worrying about mining this copper. Because, oh, we also didn't pick up any more mining drills. Cool, cool. So I guess we are changing our mind about how we're going to do all of that. And we're going to wonder, do we need to upgrade these inserters? I don't think we do. I think we're going to ignore it. Yeah, give me all of these. Yeah, reasons why we wanted. And then also we needed more chem plants, didn't we? And we picked up refineries as well. I'm okay with that, just keeping everything running. Yeah, so I guess we do finish this build now. Because we're kind of here and there's not much to do for it. And then we've also got a variety of ingredients that we want to belt back over to where the next stuff is happening. Yep, that's fine. 3 belts of copper. Are we building... I hope we're not building through the space we want to put more plastic. I think we're going to change our mind and just run this through here so that more plastic we can build over here. Which I think also means these lines of plastic... I don't want the plastic in my inventory. That was to make the belt easier to pick up. I want to be over here. And then we also want some, but not necessarily all of that coal. Okay, so we've got space to extend stuff later. And then we've got not as much belt as we want. Oh yeah, the reason why we're doing that, we were specifically extending this coal so it could wander, I guess, past these cliffs. Do I have enough belt to get this coal? I guess we're smelting stuff right here. Do I still have? I do. There looks good. So this is 3 belts of iron, which we, yeah, also don't have. Okay, fine. The plan there was to be using the belt that we had to get another little belt mall online here, except we also need... Oh, we've got we've got a lot of undergrounds in our inventory. We could have used the underground mining pattern here, which we want to move to eventually anyway. Yeah, because we're running out of belt. That's great. Keep making the rest of the belt, but not the gears. And then I guess while we're waiting for all that to happen, while we are waiting to have enough belt to be able to do this build, we will work on things that we need to actually build in that time. We could also be buffering plastic or green chips or copper, but I would also rather not. I would just rather play some like friendly, accessible Factorio where we look at what the factory needs and then go and build that. Those were not what the factory needs. Like, we could be working on the belt delay here. Mostly we wanted to just spend our time getting this stuff built while we were waiting for the belt that we needed to be able to build the rest of this. That can go through there, right? Oh, and it gets rid of the ghost. Interesting. Okay. Lane of Iron 1. Which we immediately want to make like right here. Why not? We want to go belt into... Yeah, I think we're just going to do this. We're just going to do this twice. We're going to go gears into belt twice. And this is probably going to use probably the entire lane of iron. Which is fine. We can do other things with this as well. We just wanted to start by getting a whole lot of belt. I've still got 145 belt. We could be working on... Yeah, we're going to spend our time, while we are waiting for more belt to arrive, on the other bits of construction that we need to just do by hand, because we are still working towards having bots. Yeah, that one. Okay, that was in the wrong place. Cool, good job. I was also around the wrong way. Okay, so we've run out of belt. That was, I mean, specifically the things we were planning by manufacturing more belt here. We also need to put more mining into all of these, but whatever. And then we also don't have the copper for this. And we don't have anywhere nearby that will let us get the copper. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to take all this belt. You guys... Sure. We also don't have... Yeah, I don't really want the stone in my inventory, but whatever. So I think the other lane of iron we are going to take back to the base and use that as... In fact, I think 2 of these lanes of iron we're going to take further back into the base. Like the more iron we've just put here as well, because we do still need more iron for pipes and gears, for engines and that kind of stuff. And that can be what we use the rest of this for. Yeah, we're actually gonna get this rock out of the way. And then we're gonna... Yeah, we don't... That's just to clear up my inventory, but I don't even need that many more boilers. We already have... Probably more boilers? Well, okay, we definitely have more stone furnaces than we need. How many have we got? We need... Yeah, we need another 10 or so. So they can... Yeah, this is about 10 sized, isn't it? That was 10, but we're going to put more than that to get the coverage over here as well. Something like that. Yeah, so we've got kind of copper waiting on those belts. And then we can do a kind of prioritizer thing. That's not going to fit there. Okay, we can make this worse. And then... yeah, that's going to probably do what we need to, and then we can have an overflow somewhere. Where is this going to fit? There. For more iron later. Which we actually don't care about at the moment, and that may not be lane balance, so now we will have addressed that problem, and then we need some more of this belt here to get these guys up to 2 lanes. That was annoying. We need more splitters. Do I have... I do not have... Is it just plate? I noticed that I did have... yeah, because I wanted one more splitter to be able to prioritize this into the mall? Away from the mall? What do I want there? Anyway, we can worry about that splitter priority later. We probably also want to limit these chests to like a lot, but still be limited somehow. And then somewhere down here, yeah, further away, we've got the belt of plastic that doesn't have plastic on it, yet the belt of plastic that does have plastic on it. And then the 3 lanes of copper that we want to use immediately for red chips, like right here. These cliffs are in the way. That's super cool. I think we're going to be building this over here then, aren't we? Let's find a... this is going to give us not quite... yeah, we kind of want 1.5 of these to fully utilize a lane of copper, or to fully utilize a lane of iron. Is this going to fit? It would actually fit down there, but this is really going to be in the way of stuff. So we're going to put it over here. Why not? And then I said I wanted 1.5 of these, so the other half can go like here. Sure, so I've actually already pulled that copper too far, and probably the plastic as well, never mind. Yeah, one of these lanes of plastic is going towards the base. We actually only said we wanted 1 of these iron lanes, didn't we? And then the rest of it is going to have to happen elsewhere. And then splitters. We don't have splitters. We also need more fast inserters, so that's going to be a reason we're going to go back to this little section of the base. Do we have... yeah, we've got enough assemblers. More refineries we could have. Give me these, give me these, give me some of these. That's also not enough belt to do this build. We need quite a lot of belt for this red chips build. And yeah, we're working through that backlog of science, which is fine. And then, yeah, then I think we're just going to start a bunch of red chips here. I was thinking about doing more tile-level builds with this, and then we have not done those tile-level builds. We haven't. We have not yet upgraded all of the green chips in the main base to assembler 2s, which is, I'm going to say fine, because we weren't short on green chips. Do I have... I might need a couple more of these as well. For all of these places. And then, yeah, then we kind of wanted to be doing this copper counting thing, where we want 10 lines, or 10 copper cable assemblers per line of copper. So that's a big belt of chips out. I'm starting from down here, I guess. 2, 4, 8... yeah, so if we had this belt through here, not there, to like here, then we would want to prioritize the next belt. Something like that. Maybe all of that copper we'll deal with later, maybe we won't. That's an ugly corner, never mind. There's probably a better way to get all of this built with like mechanics and stuff, but like whatever. Sure. Okay. Have we built all the things other than the belt out? Maybe. No, is the answer to that. That box is limited, this box is not limited, this box also doesn't have the inserters it needs. These boxes are both limited, okay, sure. Do we have, maybe we have enough long-handed inserters for the next part. Should we also unlimit all of these green chip boxes so that we can have a buffer of green chips that we can use later? That's compelling. This is all, again, in the categories of things I didn't really want to do, but we might. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6. So this lane of copper or this lane of copper can handle having another 3 on it. So we could actually just go like that. And is ugly and not really how I wanted to do things, but also means that if we'd actually need more copper in here, because we still definitely want to be using a full belt of copper for the red chips, which we, you know, need to get online quickly. It needs to be the next thing. Okay, so we've used 2 belts of copper, 3rd belt of copper. It's gonna come, you know, whatever, spaghetti. Where are we making the red chips? I guess we're making the red chips here. That's going to be the space where red chips happens. Okay. Do we have all of this? Looks like it's built and is just kind of filling up, and all of it is not built. Some of these guys just straight up missed their inputs and outputs. And then, because we are still building more stuff, yeah, we want to make sure that this green chips build gets all the iron that it needs. And then, yeah, plastic's going to happen over here, I guess. And then this other... Yeah, I guess these things are not going to exist here. And we're going to take this... We're going to need to prioritize this copper into the red chips, but we still also said that we needed copper the other way as well. And have we still left ourselves enough space? Maybe. Do we need... We need another belt of copper when we do the other belt of plastic, which is not a huge surprise. Okay. Are we happy about where we are, given the timer we have, and everything else we still need to do in the next less than half an hour? Maybe. Actually, these should run the other way, shouldn't they? This gives us 2 belts of cable out. We are being silly. We've got to do it like this. To there? Not to there. To here. And then this one goes like so. Yeah, that's better. Okay, battery is done, blue science is done, we are just behind now. I think we're going to get cliff explosives and then just be sad that we are researching things we don't really need while we are getting this. Do we have a lot of building space over here? We kinda do, so I think what we're going to do is run all the red chips off one side so that we don't have the copper over here to extend it later. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We're going to do the normal thing of plastic in the middle. And then, yeah, a whole lot of assemblers. Where 12 is the number of assemblers we're making on each side. And then these green chips have also got to end up... yeah, we put that like one tile to the side. If we had done that slightly differently, this would be feeling a whole lot better about things. Sure, we can still do that as still a way that stuff will work. I was going to go and get this red chips done and then do a different thing and then come back and do sulfur, but it looks like it's going to be time to immediately get onto sulfur production as soon as we've got most of these red chips online. I need more power poles, and then I need more wood. Okay, that is not really a thing I expected. Okay, sure, whatever. Like, there was a different layout of red chips I was considering. Are we going to do, like, 12 is a full lane unless we prod mod. If we prod mod, then we go up to 14. And I think we're, by doing this, declaring an intention to prod mod the red chips, which are not a high value thing, but we're going to be around for long enough that it definitely will be, like, we will get enough free red chips out of this build to justify prod modding it. Because we're going to be here for, you know, another quite long while. You know, another 4 and a bit hours if things are to be believed. And then, like, here, whatever. So we have the steel buffer, we have another line of iron which we are conceptually, that belt doesn't need to be here, that belt needs to be here, which we are conceptually allocating to red sign, or to, we're not doing anything with the space at all, are we? We're just going to go back to the base with this. Okay. Because I do kind of want to go... I want prod mod somewhere, but I also want to prioritize... Not there. I want to prioritize the rest of the base first, but also in the time that we have, because we're building a lot of stuff. As in, we've still got the engines built to do, we've still got the actual blue science built to do, so we've given this a weird spacing, but we are going to immediately crank this into a whole bunch of prod mods, because we like having a whole bunch of prod mods. And so now we've got these belts that we can take back to the base. Nothing else wants to go back to the base here, does it? We're going to go this way. Oh, I should leave... Do I still have a radar? Do I already have radar coverage of this spot? I do not. The other radar coverage ends. Okay. So we're going to put radar coverage here. Now we've got radar coverage. We can see what's going on. That's nice. And then, yeah, we probably want to prod mod those green chips as well, don't we? Especially as we said that we weren't quite getting enough of the other things we wanted. So this, yeah, do I no longer have the inventory space for this? Oh, this this plastic I didn't want in my inventory. So the routing is no longer good. The routing for a moment was okay, and then we had to come back over here just to dump the rest of this stuff into various places that it will go. Yeah, and then, because what I wanted to do was get rid of these belts in a way that doesn't give bots a whole lot of stuff to pick up later, even though it kind of is. This other belt of plastic will stay. Yes, this is the secondary belt of plastic that we are taking. I mean, we're never going to have a surplus of plastic there. Did I have... No, we used all... Okay, so I'm actually fine for power poles. But we have addressed that problem completely. And yeah, we're going to drop these into the green chips, because it does look like we are... Yeah, and then this prioritizes into... Yeah, okay. So we're probably getting more green chips out there. It's probably fine. We've got this belt of plastic. These undergrounds no longer want to exist, but we're just kind of leave them there for a bit. Bots shouldn't struggle with it too badly because we took all the items off. Give me this stuff, and then we've got a belt of plastic. Hey, you know what we need? We need a belt of pipes and a belt of gears with which we can be doing the blue science stuff. So I guess... Oh, actually, all of these guys need to go like that, don't they? Because they'd need a ton of stuff. And then we're also going to need to do something like this. Gross. It's fine. This guy's going to complain particularly, isn't he? Okay. Oh well. I think this is probably more gears and pipes than we need, but I'm also okay with that. Okay, so we've got a belt of gears and pipes. We had another belt of gears and pipes that was up the top, didn't we? And then we've got this extra belt. This extra belt of iron. We've got a belt that will have plastic on it when we put plastic on it. You know what we should get? We should get ourselves a belt of sulfur, for which we do have the stuff. We can arrange a belt of sulfur. Because that will be the last thing we need to get the red science going. Which of these sections of water are we not landfilling? I think down here might be some water we're not landfilling. So, right here, is this in the way? Is this going to be in the way of this copper? Maybe. Let's move it over here then. And I think we're just going to, yeah, let's just have a whole belt of... Let's do a whole belt of sulfur. We're not even going to worry about the acid yet. That's a thing we know will happen, but also can happen later rather than now. That did not power things on as I hoped it would. Okay, hopefully we have one offshore pump. That is not necessarily what I was expecting. We're going to do this overhand, long-handed inserted thing again, because why not? Okay, belt of sulfur. We can use this for acid, we can use this for blue science. Is this in the way of things we're going to build a little later? Maybe. This is going to be slightly out of the way. That's going to be another belt which has plastic on it. and is fine, and then we want to take this belt of, yeah, this is where we want it to be, isn't it? We have 35 minutes left to get blue science, and we're going to run this straight, to get basically everything else running, and then we've actually found ourselves in the situation of having like 5 lanes of stuff that we wanted to take to over here, because this is where the steel is. So maybe these labs get blasted. I think that's going to be what happens. Do I have enough belt for this? I think so. This is also going to... Okay, there's, yeah, not a lot of space in between these cliffs either. We do have cliff explosives now. We're just not doing anything with the cliff explosives. This lane of plastic and lane of iron probably wants to continue, but the sulfur we want to... And actually probably the belt of green chips as well. Maybe we don't have... Maybe we just do... Wait, do we want at this point... I think at this point we just want a lane of red chips and sulfur. And then the rest of this stuff is useful and we can worry about later. But these 2 belts here of having sulfur on it? Having sulfur on it, yep, these are the belts that we need to figure out. Okay, so maybe we don't need to blast those 2 labs after all. I absolutely would have blasted these labs. Like, these labs could have gone somewhere else, could have been fine. Yeah, as it is. This is fine. Yeah, normal things. Normal, responsible things are happening. Here's the engines. Do I have enough assemblers? Maybe. Do I have enough long-headed inserters? Also maybe. Okay, I didn't mean to double tap that. Never mind. But yeah, I think we are now in a position of... Okay, which was... This belt is red chips and sulfur, which is fine. And then this belt is... pipes and gears, with which there was a 50-50 chance that this went on the same side. Yeah, this is actually worked out fine. We can have this underground and just like a splitter here, and it so happens that we put the things on the same side, we put the pipes on the same side, so that's all going to work as well. It's going to be fine. We are, yeah, half an hour away from wanting bots in the air, and we have, hopefully, a large amount of blue science to make. Yeah, things are fine. Hey, here's the sulfur. I don't think we have any more. We have 3 more prod mods. We have some small number of prod mods in our blue science. Maybe we should have counted how many of these assemblers we made, because it's kind of material. We also have several sources of gear wheels, because some of these gear wheels are from like local and others are from further away, which is nice because we do want a gear surplus when we get up to doing Roboport stuff. Maybe we should... Yeah, let's count these. 24. That's actually still not enough, is it? We want more than that. And then we also still don't have enough red chips to be keeping all of these blue science assemblers happy. But also whatever. Those are a thing we can do later anyway. I guess that's as much blue science as we're doing. I don't like that. I would have liked more. Because on the theme of... I think that's 30? It is 30. On the theme of, like, how much science are we doing... If we're kind of factoring out the 6 times tech multiplier, this is like having 5 assemblers on blue science, which does not feel like enough. Maybe that's a thing we deal with later. Anyway, let's get this in the labs. Probably some of this blue science is already built up as an assemblers, because there we go, because it takes a while for us to get that build done. But it's fine. We should just be able to go down here, and the labs are like right here. Yeah, that was the plan. Where the plan emerged from something else. Okay. Not there. Maybe to here. Okay. So we have a path for blue science into the labs, and then we've got to do, yeah, we want more red chips, we want batteries, we do have sulfur in bulk back to here, and we've got iron here, and it's actually not that easy to get water here, is it? But we've got green chips in several places. Yeah, we are running through the... Why was I here? Was I here to do this plastic adjustment? I was not. However, being back here and seeing that we don't have enough refineries to keep all this plastic running is a thing that we care about. I was here to get prod mods. That was why we were driving all the way back over here. Of which we might have some now, even though they're going to be building up on the belt. Yeah, some, it's fine. Did we prod modded all of that green chips? Yes. So gears in the main are a thing we want to be prod modding, even though these are kind of filled up. These green chips are apparently not even a big deal because we didn't even bother upgrading these assemblers. So I guess let's do that now as well. We upgraded all the inserters already, but this is also a place where we might be pulling green chips out later to do... Yeah, then... Yeah, the other gears I don't really care about because they're all kind of running most of the time. We have blue science in the labs, which is good because we've nearly finished the concrete research as well. Okay. Blue science was the other place because it's kind of materially expensive. So we're just going to run down this belt. And then the other reason why we were coming back here was A, prod mods in the labs, and then B, collect this landfill to go and landfill the area around the refineries. Okay, we have that many prod mods. We're going to get more prod mods. I mean, I've got prod mods on me. We're going to get more prod mods now. Yeah, get this landfill. Crash into that pole, it's fine. That is going to be more landfill than we need. Landfill around the refineries. Get more plastic out. We've got iron and copper and sulfur here, so I reckon we clutch some batteries together over there. This... Make this bigger. Yeah, here is where we want to be putting... All this stuff wants to go away. Maybe that one as well, for no particular reason, it's not the way. Maybe this one we can use for water, for batteries, whatever. And yeah, just more stuff. We put this around the wrong way. It's fine. And then we also did this one on the other side. Okay, whatever. Yep. Sure. Underground pipes, so you are processing, and then also just more of this stuff. I mean, we did have... The tank of gas would have supported the plastic for a bit. That wasn't really the point. But are you... You need to be running like that. Okay. Advanced oil processing is getting online. We're still going to do batteries first because we've got some of... okay, we need to not be making all those modules first. Why can I not get in... Oh, interesting. You can't get... Why can I not get in this car? Oh, because the water was in the way? Sure, weird. Let's have a chem plant. Like here, we've got copper for which we can just grab some. How are we going to do this? I think we're going to have this go underground and then go... Actually, this is a fine way of doing things. That maybe was an important pole. Okay, so we can have chem plant here making acid. And then, yeah, we've just got a ton of space to be able to do whatever we want. Batteries, like so. Prod mods in the acid, because acid is a thing that needs quite a lot of stuff. These guys, however, do not need much stuff. 6 chem plants on batteries? Sure, why not? Let's connect this power somewhere. Do I still have prod mods? Yes, we did that already. Yeah, sulfur was the other place we were going to go and put prod mods. I guess we have this on a belt first. Did we actually give these guys output inserters? We did not. That was silly. I don't think we output... I think one of those got one output inserter too many, but also whatever, don't care. It's fine. Yeah, put the rest of these prod mods in this sulfur. Because those are also pretty hungry. And then somewhere... Yeah, if we're doing all the oil processing over here, we're dragging a lubricant pipe back as well, aren't we? Which does not feel great. And we also don't have the red chip surplus. We kind of weren't expecting a red chip surplus at this point. So it's just the red chips we are making ourselves, which is fine. Okay, we wanted, as the next thing, we've got some number of pipes in our inventory. Let's set up something here that actually looks like advanced cracking. Yeah, with oil it's going to be... I think we're going to do... Is there enough space to... There's kind of enough space to get a couple of these in here. But we are mostly going to leave this for bots to do more than one of these. We can do the first of these. Like, we will need to do the first of these. So that can connect here. Water, we should have a couple more of these pipes, yeah? So that can go there. And then we have a pretty standard looking build that isn't connected to the other stuff that it needs, so let's also work on that. How many of these can we fit in here? Yeah, we just put the... If we just put this the other way, we could have definitely fit more in. Whatever. We're just going to do that. It's going to be fine. Bots are going to get around to that later. We want somewhere... nearly. We want lubricant to happen. Are we setting up some cracking now? I think we might be. Where's water? That's the wrong one. That's for this line. Okay, so heavy, and then water, and then light, and then the gas output, which can also just be... Oh, hey, it can be right here. That worked out well. Did we ever connect the gas to this side of the plastic? I don't think we did. which doesn't matter because I don't think we have enough of many things to make that work yet, but we can at least now... Yeah, we didn't even have a surplus there, never mind. I want to not bother setting all of this up myself. I would like to leave it to bots to set up, because we're not going to need more than... Like, we're not going to need that much yet. But we are also not connected to power? Why are we not connected to power? Okay, fine. Heavy there. Water here. Light can also just go here, so that's nice. Gas we connected into the plastic, so that's fine. Although this section needs to not connect there, doesn't it? That will give us problems. Because we will not be able to... I mean... Depending on whether or not we've got enough gas for... Although we're also pumping out of this system, aren't we? Never mind, it's going to be fine. That's all done what it needs to. We are probably going to be short of gas. And... Interesting issue. We now want to make sure that this is lane balanced, because otherwise we're not getting... We are potentially not getting a full belt of this into the red chips if we're putting all of this plastic on the same side of the belt. So that's going to be a thing we've adjusted. We are now up to robotics in our research, which feels pretty bad. But we've got a pipe of lubricant and a belt of batteries, which we are allegedly taking all the way over here, really? Is there a way to get... We've got steel here, we've got green chips here, we've got the belt of other engine stuff and more green chips here, so I think we can do... Yeah, we're going to do our bot build in there. We're going to do the bot build first, and then worry about plugging the other belts in, because I think that's going to be easier. We still need to do a red chips thing. Yeah, here we've got... If we go... Which way? This way. Do we want to maul anything else? I don't know that we want to maul anything else. But we will here. I already said we had a belt of pipes elsewhere, didn't we? I guess we're also considering having a belt of pipes here. That looks like what's happening. Then, yeah, I don't know what else is happening there. Let's try and move this out of the way again. That's going to be too much. Yeah, then we're going to have cliffs in the way, and we don't have cliff explosives yet, is also a thing. Okay. Cool things. Things are fine. Yeah, we are not fully utilizing the labs. Never mind. Okay. These assemblers. I don't want the rest of these assemblers. I've also got a whole pile of stuff in my inventory that I'd rather not have. Yeah, sure. How many? Are we just going to do 5 here? I think we're going to do 5. Electric engines. And then also normal engines. We should do the pipes at some point, for which we have pipes here. Oh yeah, we had pipes, and then I said there was a whole bunch of stuff I didn't want in my inventory, and fed it into the refineries and chem plants. So now I don't have pipes in my inventory. That was always what was going to happen. I wonder if we can rescue some of the pipes and give away some of the stone. The stone was mostly what I didn't want. Okay. That's not going to work because we didn't put the other belt in here. Okay. I guess these inserters are disappearing, and we're putting this belt. Sure. Normal things are normal. It's fine. Which side? They are on the outside, so if we do that, then we just need to figure out how to get the other stuff in. Starting with, these are the pipes. So I think we're going to have a line of pipe that just goes through... Yeah, get in the car, get out of the car again. Well done. Like, through there is going to be our lubricant connection. Which is, yeah, looking like it's going to be a bit of a mess, but never mind. That was kind of always the case. Okay, how is Power Grid doing, by the way? It's kind of okay, but not super fine. Okay, we are into research and construction robotics, which means... Why am I not seeing the... There we go. Now I am seeing the bot speed text. The reason I was not seeing the bot speed text is because I was silly. Okay. I feel like we are not as far ahead as we were in the first attempt at this, which is also a little bit of a shame because we had more stuff blueprinted the first time around that bots just immediately started to go do, and we kind of don't have that. Oh well. Batteries are here. Lubricant is... Oh, lubricant... The pipe we wanted to connect lubricant to is, like, right here. That's nice. We've got surplus green chips, which I'm not sure what we're doing with. We might have to figure out how to get that in there later. And then I think we also just want to filter off the steel, but I'd rather have the steel on this side of the belt, so that then we can just drop batteries here. And then we wanted lubricant through here somehow. Sure. Do we need all that more space? We probably don't need all that more space. Why don't we have... because this is the wrong kind of pipe. So now we should have all these guys running, which we do. We've got the steel here. I wanted the steel on that side of the belt so that we could run... Maybe not there, because... just get rid of this one. So we can put the batteries there, and then we should be able to have bot frames. Let's put the others on the other side. That's kind of why we went with the pattern that we did in the position that we did. And yeah, we are now in the position of making robot frames. We are again like 20 minutes, 15 minutes ahead of the bots in 4 hours mark, but also, yeah, construction robots. We're still researching construction robots. We're ahead of the tech. That is exciting. Inserters like so into some boxes, and then we just need to worry about having roboports and then also automating roboports, bearing in mind that when we do this, we are going to crash out of having red chips. So the thing we need to do is take these other... Do I want to run it through the mall at all? Because we've got this copper over here, which has been plugged in for ages but isn't doing anything. We've got... Maybe, can we squirrel this through the mall? I think we can actually squirrel all of that through the mall to build more red chips over there. Am I okay with that? Maybe more red chips over here. The theme is we've got to get this to places where we... I mean, it's where we're going next anyway, because down here is where the red chips and also gears and also steel for roboports is. Is this gonna work out? Maybe here is a spot where it's not quite gonna work out. But otherwise we're just gonna run all of this stuff through the mall. Yeah, that worked fine, didn't it? Okay, other than the fact we ran out of undergrounds. But we're in the mall, so it's fine. is less fine. It's a little bit annoying. Okay, so iron and a surplus of green chips, which we're going to just push in here. Are we going to do that? I think we're also, because we've got a variety of green chip uses, we're going to kick the green chips in there as well. This belt of gears and pipes, I kind of wanted to combine with this belt, at least on the way in somewhere. That doesn't seem particularly easy to do, so we are not going to worry about it. Maybe we will later. Mining drills, long-handed inserters, and belt. So this is... yeah, this is the worst mall I've built in a while. Can I not have green chips or red... yeah, green science or red science in my inventory? Please. And then, yeah, I guess we're just pushing belts through here. Why don't I have splitters? It's fine, we're in the mall. I've got splitters again. This is the belt of plastic that doesn't have plastic on it yet because we don't have enough stuff, isn't it? This needs to be moved one back. Gross. Okay, so I guess we are not using this space to extend green chips if we ever wanted to. Well, green chips, green science. Okay, we can now make some roboports. I need gears and red chips, both of which are over here, and we're going to pick up a bunch of sulfur, which feels pretty bad. Yeah, we are going to wander down here and immediately get this first roboport into play here. You guys make these kinds of robots. Okay, so that's nice. What else don't I want in my... yeah. Things that are not great. And then, yeah, we also... do we have... okay, we only just have enough power grid again. We still need... yeah, we need... the other reason we were coming down here is to figure out where roboport automation can happen. It can happen here. Okay, so we can do that. Roboports, yes. Then fast inserters from a variety of places. And then, did we actually... I built a storage one. I need green chips and maybe steel. Several of which we have. And then, this is... yes, we didn't put a whole lot of pipe automation here at all, but we also didn't care because we put a whole lot of pipe automation in other places. Yeah, and then we need the first of these roboports. I don't want the sulfur. Do I have... I do have 5 more prod mods. So, where are... oh no, wait, we prod modded all the blue science, didn't we? It was the labs that didn't get prod mods yet. Okay, so give me these. We would like to be able to have roboport coverage in... not there, that's going to be in the way. Wait, I mean, is anywhere not going to be in the way at this point? Yeah, because we wanted... where are we getting these green chips from? Because we are making more green chips than we actually need here. So I think here we go... like so. Have we actually left enough space with this robot? I'm not sure that we have. Can we fit it in anywhere else? Maybe. So we want to belt balance these green chips for no particular reason. And then we've got allegedly a belt of plastic and a belt of iron. That's iron. Where are we getting this through? This is... I mean, probably always was going to be a spaghetti disaster. Things that, again, should not be a surprise. But we've got 3 belts of helpful stuff. Can we immediately just have... do I have robots in my inventory? I don't know that I do. Immediately have bots start to build the rest of this. And the answer is yes. We just don't have bots. Like, bots don't have the things in their inventory that they need. So... did we put radar over there? should we have put radar over there? Yeah, these boxes, we want bots to have access to all this stuff. I need more red chips, which is not a surprise. I also need a whole lot of, yeah, I need red chips and steel to be making the rest of these boxes that we want. Bots, yeah, we're doing construction bot stuff. This is what we wanted to see. It is good. And in that case, we want to get 1.5 of these things running again. Is there space to get... There would be if I had not put the Roboport kind of in the way. I think we can still do it here, though. This is... Except actually we want to have it this way up. Yes. And then also... we've got kind of the robot in the way as well, never mind. Yeah, we are getting achievements with construction robots, that's nice. I think we're going to work on getting the spaghetti going. Maybe we did actually want the iron... Yeah, I think we want the plastic going up. But then the iron wants to be through here. And then we will be in the situation of not having the plastic to boost, to actually do this green chips, this red chips build in the way that we want to. But okay, I have the extra things. Bots are still working. Things aren't actually powered. Oh, bots don't have. Yeah, bots don't have. Didn't I use it? I made the storage chest, but then didn't put the storage chest anywhere. Okay, good. Because we want to put the storage chest over here. Sure, whatever. And then, yeah, do a pretty sensible thing. Okay, the storage chest is simultaneously too close and too far away. Have stuff, put stuff in a different chest. And now we have a way of... We can have bots cutting down trees. I'd rather not have this stuff. Bots have got power poles. This is coming online. We don't have any plastic on that belt, and we're still not going to get any plastic on that. Why don't we have plastic on the belt? Why is it... It's all the way through... Okay, it's actually... we've actually got a way of doing a thing. And then we should have plastic on that belt. We're getting worker robot speed 2. These need to be mauled as well. We need to put more stuff down here. We need to extend the Roboport range. Yeah, we still need to get prod mods in the red chips. Oh, we're actually prioritizing into the prod mods. No, we're prioritizing leftover green chips into the prod mods, which is fine. This... Yeah, I think we're going to do this a little bit of... Okay, we're going to go and put the rest of... Not those things. We're going to go and put the rest of the things the bots might need into the network. Including mining drills and assembler 2s. And then on this side we're mostly good. Yeah, both of these things of belts can be it. Sure. And then... Worker robot speed is done. What even is next? Are we just... continuing with things into purple science? Railway. We could have been doing the railway research. That could have been useful. And then do bots not have splitters? Why do bots not have splitters? That is curious. Anyway, bots also don't have wooden boxes, which is not a surprise. I could be using... Okay, so we picked up the prod mod copy and paste here as well, which is acceptable. And then I guess we could even just be... Yeah, so that goes there. We've then got green chips coming out here, and we've got to figure out how to... Here, and then... like here. how to get all these things turned into sufficient green chips again. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we are going to want to prioritize like so. Actually, 4, 6, 8, yeah, this line can also end up over here and deal with these green chips, which is nice. We've got to figure out how to get these green chips out. We could be using the bots more, and we are currently not. Power grid is going to be a thing that we want to be thinking about soon as well. Yeah, just put them there. It's going to be fine. Is it going to be fine? It's going to be fine. Cool. So disastrous spaghetti things of things we would have had bots do differently, I guess. Please get rid of all these trees. And then this is the line of steel and brick that we kind of don't care about. And then can we push it in that way? No, we actually want to go this way, don't we? We want to prioritize into the new red chips build. Do I have a radar around here at all? Kind of not really around here. It would be good to have one up by the top of the blue science for coverage. So, we haven't built cliff explosives yet. That's going to be a thing that we want to do. But we also somehow ran the steel processing out of fuel. And so we're running on steel buffers there. Because we're not using iron, and so all of that stuff backed up. That's super interesting. Can we... can we just cheekily do that? Because then we will be using this coal more. We will be prioritizing iron into various things that need iron. We still have a bit of a steel buffer, which now we will be leaning on, having broken it. And the thing I wanted to do, which we are going to call the conclusion of the episode once we've got the bots doing this, is this is red chips time. We can have red chips apparently here. Is that going to be in the way? Maybe. We've got to get coils somewhere as well, and we're going to do a thing that looks very similar to this, except we don't quite have the space to do all 10, but we definitely have the space here to do to get the keys around the wrong way and then put there, something like that. Do I want these trees out of the way as well? I think I probably do. And then here we've got... yeah, we've got a belt of green chips here. We've got another kind of belt of green chips here. We want this line of copper. Let's also just go, like... make sure we have all the stuff. That happens to be lined up super well, like so. That's going to be a thing, and then we want the green chips and the plastic, and then the 2 belts of copper to get into this build, for which we... it doesn't really matter which way around we've got this, but we can probably also still do this from the map, because bots are a thing now. Belt of copper. Get rid of these 2, run this one from the other side, because the belt of plastic is like nearby. It's actually in exactly the right place. The copper we are going, or the green chips we're going to run down the other... yeah, no longer like where we put these. That's fine, we can change our mind about where we put them. They can go here instead. And now we've got enough space to get all those things out, which I think means the green chips can exist down the side. Oh yeah, maybe bots would like some more charging opportunities as well. Because there, I mean, there aren't really more patches we want to mine with this immediately, are there? And then also the power grid issues that we thought we might have. So maybe we don't actually turn this on yet, which is a bit of a shame. Where are we doing? And actually, we're not turning it on anyway because we don't have the plastic. But other than that, so we've got a plan to immediately boost the red chips. We want to do. We don't want 2 belts there. We only want 1 belt here. Okay, so this is. This is kind of okay, except we don't want to turn this on yet because we don't have the power grid to do it. And we also don't have the plastic to do it, so those are immediately things to be concerned about. These are both they're not gonna get in anymore because, was one a ghost when we did that underground? Is that how that happened? Quite possibly. So we're going to have green ships here from one source, but we need to get the other source in, and that's going to be fine. And then this belt wants to run the other way. So all of that is done. Oh wait, we were not putting the green ships in the build yet because we didn't have the power grid. Like, we only just have the power grid. Input priority, right. This is also going to be more, like, I think the amount of green chips we've piled into this thing is going to be more than we need. Did we actually put we did put the priority on this thing. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, I think we are... Why are these belts in the wrong direction? Who knows? Yeah, so eventually we'll have another belt of green chips coming out here. We've already got the green chips that we want to pile in. The power grid is, yeah, we need to go fix the power grid. Reasons why we don't really want to be turning on that build yet. And yeah, I think mostly we're okay. Where are we going to put... So we need to figure out next time where we're putting more power grid, and I guess it's going to go down here because we've got the coal and the water, and we kind of already thought about doing that, which means we need to get bots down there. We have all 10 roboports that are kind of banking up here. We have yeah, these are the material patches that I was looking at outposting from the north, and then these are the other... I mean, these are also pretty good. Maybe we can do LDS. I think this is going to be LDS over here. Let's just quickly use the icons this time to put an LDS tag. LDS over here. Maybe we also use this for power grid. I mean, that's the thing we've kind of got to do next. What are you guys complaining about not having prod mods? Prod mods is an acceptable thing for you to complain about not having. Yeah, so we are... That took about 2 hours. We are kind of happy, but not particularly happy. We've got things to go and do. I think we're still... I think if we execute the second half of this better, we could still be in a decent place. But yeah, got to go sort the power grid next. That was always going to be a thing. Good times.